What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this, what is it, Wednesday. And we got one hell of a show for you guys today. I look up and who do I see? Only the most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF, hanging out with me. Silver Days, XRP is in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Appreciate you in a major way. We got Beekeeper69, one of our best supporters. Definitely appreciate you, brother, and all your incredible support on all the platforms. Incredible effort by my man, Pots and Pans, Beekeeper69. We got Chicken 415 in the house. We got Nina Blossom, my mother-in-law, my greatest supporter, the greatest mother-in-law ever, Janet Lopez in the house. We got, who else we got up in here, huh? We appreciate you guys in a major way. Guys, we're now streaming live on X, as you guys will be able to see here after we hit a little refresh here. So we're live on X for any of you guys who have an X account. We're also live on our Crypto for Life YouTube page. We're also live. Can we keep going? I think so. On our IMU TV partnership that we have with IMU TV, we're live on Roku TV. If you have a Roku TV, if you have a Fire Stick TV, the little plug-in that goes in your device, and also soon coming out Apple TV. So we're really, really excited about that. Make sure you guys go over, hit the like, subscribe, and you guys can see all the amazing things that we have been doing and we will continue to do. Definitely appreciate it. Let's get right into it, guys. Market cap getting back up towards that 4 trillion, 3.91 to be exact. Bitcoin decided to get back up towards 113. I think I saw like 114 or something like that, but it's doing its thing. We got Ethereum back above almost at 4,200. We got XRP 295, trying to get back to that $3 mark. We'll talk about that and much more. BNB right now, guys, man, found its new support, huh? $1,000. My God. I remember that thing was like, it was like a little nothing. We were using it for fees and stuff to transact on BNB. Crazy. Solana right now at 214, guys. We got Dogecoin at 24 cents. We got some green in the market. What the hell's going on? We're going to talk about it. TRX right now, 33 cents. ADA coming in at 82 cents. Chainlink, that old stinky linky, we like it a lot. Coming in at 21.87. AVEX right now, 34.59. SUI, 338. XLM doing this thing at 37 cents. HBAR right now, 22 cents, guys. Litecoin still at the number 20 spot, in the top 20 at least, at 106. Shiba, 4 zeros and 1. That's cuatro zeros and uno for those of you guys speak Spanish. I know a little bit, poquito. Let me stop. I might need some, let me get some coffee. I don't know about this this Vietnamese liquid crack is what I call it. My wife got me on it. Y'all pray for me. It improves my Espanol. Let me stop. Crow right now, 20 cents. Polkadot coming in at 404. Guys, we got Uniswap at 806. World Liberty Finance, Trump's coin got like 4 of them in the top 100. Good Lord, what's happening? It's at 20 cents. We got Pepe. You got any? Doesn't matter. It's number 32 in core market cap. 5 zeros and a 9. That's cinco zeros and nueve. For you guys who got any Rosetta Stone, let me stop. Aster has continued to be on fire, guys. Up now 887% over the last 7 days, 18% of the last 24 hours. My God, that thing was just a week ago, like 8 days ago, 8 cents. Good Lord, up 220 since then. Just saying. Do your research, not financial advice. Matic right now is at 22 cents, guys. ICP 434. Also, guys, remember, nothing we talk about in this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, aka 68J. I've been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. We started this show about 2 years and 10 months ago. It's been one amazing time with the greatest family on planet Earth. You damn straight, huh? EARF. That's Crypto for Life. Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army. Have we told you lately that we love you? Damn straight, huh? Mike Ozenhouse, that's my best boy for 30 years. Let's keep it going, guys. Flare right now at 2 cents. We got VChain partnerships. Try Googling that. See if you can get some sleep tonight, huh? That thing can give you like insomnia. Look at all those damn partnerships. Again, do your research, not financial advice. 2 cents. We got Algo right now at 21 cents. What else we got? Filecoin right now at 225. Trump, down too much. Let me stop. What else we got? XTC at 7 cents. Optimism, we got a whole lot of it. Why? I'm going to tell you why, because Paul Atkins, the new SEC chair, said, it's crypto time. Remember, like back in the day, it was like, it's Miller time. It's crypto time, damn it. Y'all about to be rich. Did y'all get shaken out? Did people get scared? Don't get scared. You don't work too hard to get in this position. QNT right now, 98 cents, $98, I'm sorry, and 48 cents. We'll talk about that and much more. Interesting topic today. CRV right now is at 70 cents, guys. We got, what else we got? GRT, the graph is a big deal, not financial advice, 8 cents. We've got, let's see, a dog with hat, monkey with scarf, skunk with G-string, huh? Whatever you decide to put your money into, make sure you do your damn research. However, that coin is in the top 100. Good Lord, huh? I don't have any. Doesn't matter. It's number 93. XTZ to OG is at 70 cents, guys. We got Theta at 74 cents. Coming in at number 100. Good Lord. RLUSD, guys, the number 8, what I think is like the top 7 or 8 stablecoin in the whole Earth, on all of Earth. Earth. Which one do I need to say with that one? Anyways, it got up to like 90. I think it got up to like number 96. Dropped down a little bit after that BlackRock news, by Securitize and all that stuff that's going on. All right, let's move on. Let's check out what we're going to be talking about today. Guys, make sure you guys go over here and hit the like. If you're on X, hit the like. Come on, man. Show your boys some support. You know how much work we put into this thing? Go to YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. If you guys are on X right now, it doesn't take nothing but a hot little, and you hit that button, and guess what? Show some love. I appreciate it. All right, let's move on. You already know they are. What am I talking about? Bear X says, if I had to guess, BlackRock must be up to its teeth in XRP. Come on now. You think BlackRock don't miss his boat? Do I need to go back and show you that damn video with you don't want me to talk about it. Yes, we do. No, you don't. But we do. Can I find that real quick? I love that video. Oh, God. Where is that? Larry Fink. Showed you guys yesterday, but it's a goodie. It's a goodie. It's in there somewhere. Got to scroll down a little bit because I didn't have that one set up. Where is it? Damn it. I don't know if I knew it was going to take this long, I'd have just prepped the damn thing. Oh, God. Where's that? Show us that body language, Larry Fink. BlackRock. There it is right there. Here we go. You know you like this. I like it a lot. Let's check it out.
How about an XRP ETF? I know you got Ether out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't. And you don't want me to.
I do.
Well, I can't.
All right. They're giving me the rap.
I can't. You don't want me to. Yes, we do. All right, let's move on, guys. They're definitely accumulating. Yes, wait for the BlackRock ETF to hit. We're definitely looking forward to that. Cointelegraph puts this out. It says BlackRock's Bitcoin and Ether ETFs are generating $260 million annually, setting a new benchmark for institutional crypto adoption. Now, what they're not talking about, and they can't talk about it yet until it's announced, but boy, I'm gonna tell you right now, when that XRP ETF hits, oh my goodness! Hope you got your bags packed. Shouts out to this brother right here put out. I hope they don't ever say that coffee causes autism. This is in just a little bit of a shot to Trump saying that Tylenol causes autism. Look, I'm not gonna get into all that political nonsense, but all I know is if they said coffee was, I said my ass would be done for. I'd be in trouble, Speaking of which, can I sip on something right now live? Ooh, I'd be crazy. I already can you? I don't know. That'd be kind of messed up if they said coffee did that. I'd be like coffee, crackhead with autism. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell I get on here and talk about. If that was the case, let me stop. Crypto Clay in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Shouts out to you, man. Appreciate you in a major way. Sorry. Okay, he just ended the stream. Okay, on point. Yesterday, he kind of ran through my stream. That's all right. World Be Free in the house. Good to see you, sis. Dip a toe. Oh, wait a minute. Today is Wednesday. You guys got to make sure you get in there and dip a toe with Melissa and Simon, my brother and sisters over on their YouTube and X. They go live simultaneous on both of them, but they got a hell of a show, guys. They've been doing an incredible job. Shouts out to Melissa and Simon at Dipito. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Okay, guys, make sure you guys check that out. All right, where we at here? I need to go over there and let me see. Melissa, if you get a chance, just put your link down here in the description so people can follow you. Go check it out tonight. Okay, what is this right here? I said me too. This is in regards to Dom. Shouts out to Dom and his brother Phil. Been doing some big things over at Easy A. He said, I like big candles and I cannot lie. Remember, who was that? I like big butts and I cannot lie. Dun, 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 dun. Who is that? I can't think of the artist. But that's where you got that from. I like big candles and I like, oh no, he said, I like big green candles and I cannot lie. This thought I can't deny. Something like that. I don't know how to. Baby's got back. Whatever that song. Who's that? Sir Mix-a-Lot? Something like that? That's funny. And I put, what did I put in there? Me too. A whole lot. I like green candles. All right. XRP, Crypto Wolf says, BlackRock knows they have no choice but to file an XRP ETF soon. It's not if, baby, but when. Guys, we're going to be talking about today, protect your crypto and XRP. Protect your assets. Protect your ass sets. Protect your ass sets. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Y'all got it. Tiffany Serrano's in the house. Shouts out to Tiffany and Gabe, my brother and sister, huh? Appreciate you guys in a major way. All right, let's move on. Be happy for others. Your time will come, guys. This is so important. Be happy for others. Your time will come. Amen to that. Okay, guys. Ripple and Hidden Road got some big things going on, guys. September 2025, Ripple's Hidden Road deal is leading the surge of money into crypto. What? XRP Smart Money documented right here. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys go check this out. This post by Smoke. I love supporting my brother. Why? Because look, man, he delivers the facts, the documentation. I always say documentation beats conversation every day of the week. Why smart money is flooding into crypto M&A. I love it. So guys, make sure if you guys get a chance, make sure let's read this. I'm not going to get into it. Let's see what it's done here. Oh yeah, some big things. In December 2024, Ripple launched its US RLUSD. Focus on institutions. The coin would use XRP to help add liquidity. You got to love it, huh? Big things happening. The offerings include prime brokerage services, foreign exchange, precious metals, digital. I'm telling you, everything's going to be tokenized. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Not with that damn coffee, I can't. Okay, let's move on. Nothing wrong with this. Better safe than sorry. Protect your XRP at all costs. But amazing yield opportunities coming. Now, guys, this is what we're going to be talking about today. Obviously, what we're covering on the show is protect your crypto, your XRP, protect yourself. There's a lot of stuff coming out right now, guys. We're going to go through some of it right now. We're not going to go through everybody. I'll kind of mention them if they pop up, but there's a lot of people offering opportunity, yeah. So this guy said, Saul says, not only am I not minting my XRP anywhere, I'm not even connecting my, SHIT to the internet. And that's being safe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think in time they'll be safe rail, but until then, hey, do your research. I'm mega bullish on XRP right now. XRP followers love this chart. $4. Now, if you guys look at this, what is this name? Bitcoin Hopium. You can see right here, daily news and insights on Bitcoin. And I said, slowly but surely, the maxes will come. Slowly but surely, huh? What do you say? I'm mega bullish. That's probably how Da Vinci J and Carl the Moon feel right now, too. I'm mega bullish on XRP. Wasn't y'all saying, it's going to zero, Carl? No, Da Vinci, it's going to zero. Yes, Carl, to zero. I think it's going below zero, Da Vinci. No, it's not, Carl. Is it? Let me stop. They're bullish as hell now, though. Huh? I bet that much. Strong One XRP in the house says, first post on your show. Been here for a minute. Keep up the fire. Thank you, Strong One. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Strong One. Huh? You know what we do when we see people pop in for the first time? On behalf of Strong One XRP, on behalf of the Crypto for Life Chicago Coin family and XRP Army, we're going to start this off with a bang. Why not? It's my show. I can do what the hell I want to. This is for you. Woo!
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, a Ferrari with the 10s. On some bullet shit, start crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying.
Come on.
Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing let money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Yeah, we exposed the SEC. That didn't do too much, did it? Protect your XRP at all costs. We're going to be talking about that and much more. Ripple ETF approval odds for 2025 just hit 92% on Poly Market. 21% move, a plus 21% move. XRP holders, we are about to witness history. I definitely like those numbers, huh? What is it? 92% odds? Ooh, I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Never forget this, guys. XRP wasn't created for with you and I in mind. They don't care if you and I get rich. Think about it. Have they ever? And that's the question, and that's the thing, the topic we're going to be talking about. Have they ever? Have they ever? Have you ever felt like this country is, like, oh, we want what's best for the people? Did we see that with Gary Gensler? Did we see that with the Biden administration? I'm just saying. I'm not talking about politics. I'm just throwing out facts. Huh? At the end of the day, guys, it's funny because me and Mike O, we're talking about this. I'm not getting into the details of what we're talking about, but I kind of put this up as a reminder. Guys, you have to understand and I mean they, right? The government, they look. When you connect the dots, let's just take a pause and let's talk about. You guys put some comments in here. Give me some of your opinions. I'll talk about it and read it off. But when you look at the various meetings, let's just go with that. The various meetings that Ripple's had with the president, he came out, Trump a lot of times, he says the first thing that's on tip of his tongue, oh my God, I'm excited about XRP. He puts it up on Truth Social. They all of a sudden he kind of redacts and goes, well, not part of the strategic reserve, but the crypto stockpile. And then he added, Bitcoin, all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, when you really think about it, and it's kind of like I put here, they didn't create XRP for you and I. Right? They didn't. But they understand what it was created for. And for those of you guys who don't know, haven't seen Fruition Productions, Rick from the start, the war on crypto, Operation Choke Point 2.0, everything that happened, go over to fruitionproductions.com or over to Fruition Productions X page. I believe they said now it's streaming free on maybe Tubi or something like that. You can actually see it for free. But you got to watch that documentary, and it just really exposes, the corruption at the highest level. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, when you see things like what we saw yesterday, the pullback the last couple of days, the fact that BlackRock, we just played this, they refuse to talk about XRP, guys. You got to understand. Look, big money. When you really think about it, big money. A lot of the institutional big money, they missed Bitcoin. They missed it because they weren't first on the scene. You had some people that were dibbling and dabbling around 10,000. I think Kathy Wood says she got in sub 10,000 maybe over at ARK Investments, but she played around with it a little bit. But she had a hard time convincing her colleagues that Bitcoin was the way. And then all of a sudden you saw Michael Saylor come in, and they started adopting it around the 25. They said we needed to see it get above and hold 25,000. And so they've been buying nonstop. And so I don't know what the average price of what Bitcoin is now, but I think he said it was like 80 something thousand if they averaged it out or something like that, because they're continuously buying, maybe more than that. But that's with the Bitcoin asset. Now, when you look at XRP, guys, look, there's no way they're not sitting up there looking at this chart. And me and Mike were talking about, there's no way they're not looking at this chart and they see this as I don't care about when it slips past Tether, because Tether is not, it's a stable coin. It's not in the same category, same boat as the other altcoins. However, I don't even feel like XRP, to be quite honest with you, is the same as all these other assets. But you guys, one of the things that me and Mike were talking about yesterday is the fact that not only do these guys know, they don't want to give us any kind of heads up. Look, they understand. This is what they understand. They understand a few of us got through. A few of us saw, just like a few people. I mean, think about, when you think about some of the people, when you think about all the people in the world, how many people you think have a large amount of Bitcoin? Come on, man. Not very many people. I mean, those who got in early, and you got some people who became millionaires, billionaires, whatever, but they're not going to purposely allow that to happen with XRP. That's what people don't understand, right? They know a few of us got in at 50 cents, 20 cents, maybe 17 cents, right? When I first saw it, but, and maybe it was like 15, 17 cents, but they realize that's not the masses, and they're not going to do anything to help that scenario. They're not going to go out there and, that's why do you think right now when you see these news stations, they're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, they even bring up the third asset as Litecoin. I mean, this is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that BlackRock won't talk. And I get the NDAs and they can't, but I think this whole thing is strategic. And I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked, guys, because think about it. Ripple doesn't do a whole lot of talking about it. Right. So I think at this point, the conversations, even between Ripple and the governments and institutions, is, hey, we don't need to promote this thing. And I think Ripple's okay with that. Why wouldn't they be? Right? Because they're looking at the bigger picture. We're not the bigger picture. Yes, some of us are going to get, you're going to have Carmichael and Crypto Clay, and a lot of you guys are going to get filthy freaking, you guys are going to be the legends of your family. But how many people are going to have that same opportunity? And me and Mike, we're talking about this yesterday. There's a lot of things that we know. There's a lot of side conversations that I've had with other people in the space that are mega bullish based off of conversations they're having with these institutions. They're having with Anchorage. They're having with Ripple, right? Especially when you're able to have those private, personal conversations with Jake Claver and these guys. They're talking to some powerful people, and these guys are aligning themselves big time with XRP. They're just not advertising it. There's no reason to. And like I said, a few of us got through, but the masses will be priced out here very soon. I think as soon as I think within the next 30 days, and again, this is not financial advice. I think within the next 30 days, when ETFs hit, guys, think about it. It was very affordable. And I want to say like everybody had $5,000, but it was affordable at 50 cents to get 10,000 XRP, right? Think about that, right? So you could have easily, the average person could have sold a car. I'm not saying to sell a car, but times 50 cents. $5,000 at that time, just around 10 months ago, to get 10,000. So right now, most people are priced out of it. It's not happening at $3 or $2.95, whatever the price is right now. Could you imagine when we get to ETF prices? And I don't even know what that's going to be. It could be $10, it could be $15, it could be $20, it could be, I don't know. But whatever that price, even if it hit $10, people are priced the hell out. right? And they understand it. And then what happens, you got so many things happening during that time with ISO 20022. You've got the Clarity Act. You got all the different variables that can push this thing up. And one thing that you've consistently heard from Paul Barron, from Jake Claver, from many others, is this cycle is different. I think where a lot of people are going to get wrecked, it was the old mindset of what previous cycles did. I think that's what people are sitting there. Well, and I get it. I've been saying it too. October and bullish November, whatever the damn little slogans. I think I even have it here on my about the different things that they say here. Right here, here it is. Right here. September consolidation. Now this could be very this could be on point here. I think one of the things I said hard to predict exactly, but this is on point for the most part. I think, and this is based off of what we've seen in the past, right? So he put September's consolidation, right? October is up, right? So there's a lot of things that could happen that pushes that October narrative. November, he's saying October or November up. December, Bitcoin all-time high. January, altcoin season. Okay. February, bear market. March down. April down. May, bear market bottom. Now, I mean, this sounds good, but I don't think anybody, and I think this is, the way he put this out is what we've seen in previous cycles, right? I think where people are going to get wrecked is that there's a couple things. And I saw this, I believe it was like on Paul Barron's show. I watch nonstop, especially from reputable people. I watch a lot of content, read a lot, watch a lot. And again, not from some of these people who are just dumb as hell, but because there's some people, the stuff they say is ridiculous. And if you've been in the space long enough, you learn how to navigate through that. But the one thing that I really do believe, and I see a lot that I'm seeing kind of consistent across the board, is people saying that this cycle is different. Whether it's a hyper cycle, whatever the case may be. But there's one guy was on, I want to say Paul Barron's show, and he says the one thing that people don't understand is things are different. This is not, he said it. I wish I'd have went and found that clip. He said this is not a hype cycle. This is not a prediction or a these overpromise, underdeliver type cycles. We had stuff like blasting off on just things that people in Q4, in Q3, we're going to partner up with Regal Cinemas, and people are like buy the rumor, sell the news, and all that. I just don't think that's happening. I'm not saying that some of these assets, but I think there's a reason when we look back and we look at some of these assets, right? You see Polkadot that hit $56 last bull run. You see Chainlink that got up there. You see Crow that was at 96, almost 97 cents. And it's not that these assets aren't going to see those numbers again. I'm not saying they all will. I'm just saying that this is, this is utility. This is problem solving. This is, this is things that are actually going to get shit done. Excuse my language, cycle. This is not, Stickum coin, skunk G-string coin, you go get, you use this to go get a G-string, buy one, get one free. I'm being facetious. What I'm trying to make is, he said Abs did the Q4 numbers for the last 12 years this morning, and it was astonishing. I haven't seen that. I'm probably going to go back. I didn't see that today, Crypto Clay. But just based off of being in this space since 17, watching these cycles, and we've been screaming this from the mountaintop for a long time. This is not going to be the same type of bull run. It's not. And it's to the point where a lot of people feel like it should already started, and that would have been the case in previous cycles. I think right now with the things that we have in place, we had the Clarity Act that we're still waiting for, the Genius Act that passed, and certain things are being implemented with that. But the Clarity Act, you see ISO 200, their date in October that has to go through. You see the ETFs, you see all these different things. You see regulations being put. You see the SEC right now lightening the requirements to start ETFs and dropping all these I mean, guys, when's the last time we heard the SEC besides Paul Chambers say it's crypto time and the president bullish as hell, and that's making the rest of the world bullish as hell because they're in competition with the U.S. and so guys, I just these institutions, the NDAs, the things that are in place. I wish I could say more because I know more, but I respect the people who have been telling me things that they probably shouldn't tell me or things that they have asked me to please be quiet about, and I'm going to do that. But I can tell you right now, there are conversations that are happening. Everything you guys know is going to be tokenized. I had a friend or a colleague. I started asking questions, and they said, "Jay, here's what I can tell you: is you're right on point. You're right on point." And that's all I can say. That person said, "Jay, everything you just said is on the money." And I was like, "But you can't tell." He said, "I basically can't say crap, but you're on the money." And I was like, "Damn!" And I was saying a whole lot. So. This is a very reputable source, and I don't want to be like that BitBoy guy was. I got sources. Don't gotta lie about it, man. Don't gotta lie about, I never lie about money, things I've done, everything I've told you guys is all documented. You can see it in my, when I start my show, the things, stages and all the different things we've done. And I'm not trying to impress you, but impress upon you. I'm excited based off what I know, based off of connecting the dots, based off of documentation beats conversation, facts on facts on facts. So, but going back to what I was saying, guys, like it's like they're not trying to help you and I get ahead of this thing. They're not worried about it, and they're not going to make it easy. I mean, could you just think about this for a minute? If BlackRock came out and said yes, if he would have answered this question, right? When Charles Gasparino said this.
How about an XRP ETF? I know you got Ether out there.
Now, what if he would have said yes? Well, first of all, he can't because the NDA's in place. I mean, that's a fact. We know that, like, yeah, there's some of these conversations I had, like they're doing the damn thing, but they can't say, right? And you've heard glimpses of it in other conversations. But what if he would have said yes? What would that have done for the XRP price right now? What if every time you saw the news they popped up and said Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, right? What if some of these institutions start blabbing off at the mouth, right? I mean, I get it, but I think Brad has said enough, and there's been enough things that have been shown and put in place for us to see. It's like everybody wants to be spoon-fed, right? What's happening? It takes some faith, and really at the end of the day, it really just takes some due diligence, going out there and just doing your damn research, right? But trust me when I tell you, this guy, when we're talking about Brad Garlinghouse, and again, congratulations to him on his marriage, but since I've been in this space, I've never seen him shill. I've never seen him. Oh, we're going to be. I've heard Charles Hopkins say things about ADA. Oh, it's going to lead the way, and it's going to be better than Bitcoin. I mean, some of these people are XLM. Oh, we're going to, and again, I hold them all. I hold them all. We've seen Jack Mahler and Matt Kaiser, and what's my man Michael Saylor try so hard to convince the world to just go out there and buy 0.1 Bitcoin, just 0.1, and you're gonna be rich. But you've never seen that with Ripple's CEO, anybody around the Ripple camp. Now, obviously, you got people in the XRP army that have shared some things. You got some people who are kind of like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's going to be 10,000 next week. Stop. But at the end of the day, when you go and you look at the things that these people are saying, like Brad said, 14% of SWIFT in 5 years. Dude, that was probably one of the most powerful things I've ever heard since I've been in this space from that perspective, right? There's a lot of things that you see that are in place, like the information that we just got with Securitize and BlackRock and working with RL, USD, and Ripple, and that's just like a little bit of a taste of what's coming. You got Mitchnick, Robert Mitchnick, or whatever the gentleman's name that used to work for Ripple, that's over there at BlackRock, head of their digital asset department. So there's just a lot of things that are in place, guys, that I think you need to understand and be aware of, but understand that for no reason do they want to tell us. Like it's kind of like they realize a certain amount of people are going to be rich in this or be rich in that, or whether you're an athlete, you sing, or whatever. It's okay. We'll let them, but the majority of people aren't. So they're not going to do anything to put us in a phenomenal position. But one of the things that me and Mike were talking about yesterday, in regard, we just having a buddy conversation when I was walking. Me and my wife are on the walk. Is it's going to be shocking. That flip of the switch moment is going to be, and I don't think that was a comment that was made just to say something. Flip of the switch. I don't think Brad said that. I think flip of the switch is when everything happens all at once. Like I think we wake up, or I think we'll see certain things come with ETFs, but I think that moment, that moment is going to be spectacular. And I think some of us will see it coming, but I think when it happens all at once. And I've been posting that lately, slowly and then all at once. I really believe that's going to be the case. There's some other things I want to touch on that, but I don't want to make the whole show about that. What I want to get into, guys, is okay. So how did I get to? Okay, this is from yesterday. Let's see here, where we at. So yeah, I mean, I think this is close. I can't say this is spot on, but I definitely think when I see consolidation this month, October, I think this is close. But I think there's going to be some things that are. I think this is pretty close though. How things could play out, we'll see. There are decades when nothing happens, and then there are weeks where life-changing results happen. God dang it, look at this. I need to proofread my stuff. Oh, I got my S and my T backwards. I got to proofread. I be moving so quick on my phone, man, when I post this stuff and I'm researching. Okay. There's nothing bearish about it. X Finance says, if you're still bearish on XRP, remember, XRP is no longer just payments. DBS, Franklin Templeton, OpenPay, Thunes, Securitize, BlackRock, VanEck, and it goes on. If you guys are interested in reading this, guys, it's pretty interesting here what he put out. The future is already plugged into XRP. That's a fact. Oh, hell, I'm going to read it. Ripple and how much time we got? 35, okay. Ripple and XRP Ledger are rapidly expanding their ecosystem, moving beyond cross-border payments into tokenization. That's going to be huge. Stablecoins and real-world assets RWA integration. In recent months, Ripple has partnered with major financial institutions, and I think this is already in place a lot deeper than we think or we know based off those NDAs. Global asset managers and fintech providers to unlock new liquidity opportunities and connect traditional finance with blockchain-based solutions. At the center of this growth is RLUSD, Ripple's U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin, which is already being used in institutional pilots, DeFi markets, and treasury solutions. Meanwhile, the XRP Ledger built-in features for fast settlement, low transaction fees, and compliance-ready tokenization make it an attractive infrastructure for banks, enterprises, and Web3 products. This wave of adoption highlights Ripple's dual strategy, strengthens XRP's role as a bridge asset for payments, while also positioning XRPL as a hub for tokenized real-world assets and potential CBDC interoperability. Together, these moves signal Ripple's ambition to power the next generation of global financial infrastructure, guys. So there's a lot of big things getting ready to happen. Let's move on. Let me read a couple things here because I know somebody put some stuff out here. I want to read it. It has to be different. Never had global regs before. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like this cycle is so different. And I think what happens is people are. This is one thing me and Mike were talking about. People are so. And I'm not saying rightfully so, because there's some people who've been around who are patient, and I believe they're rightfully they have a right to feel that way because of what the SEC did, which again. You can look at it as a great blessing. It was also something that stunted Ripple's growth, and it really hurt XRP's price growth during that time. I don't think it's going to hurt, but it did give people, and I saw where people said it has given people opportunities to catch up, in certain aspects and get ready and try to get ahead of the storm and all these different things. But in people being one of the things we were talking about is in people being kind of impatient and a little bit. They're ready to live their life. Some of these people, some people have been in for a while and they still haven't got to where they want to be financially. And so I just think that these games that they're playing, right? How they dropped all the lawsuits. The XRP lawsuit was appealed, and it was just prolonged, and until it almost took away the exciting factor that when it ended, right? Like not when it ended, but like when it ended, like through the appeal, through the many when they kind of put things off. By the time when it's like but the price ain't doing it, and they just continuously do things. And I see Bitcoin. I really do believe that they utilize that asset to keep the market where they want to keep the market. Every time something bullish happens for XRP, Bitcoin seems to slip down and keep it kind of right where they want it to be. I believe that, and there's a reason they're doing that. Again, they're okay with the few of us that position ourselves sub $1. They're even okay with some people who will go out on their own and get it at $3, but they're not going to go out there and help us and advertise it. And so what that does is the way that they've been playing this. It keeps a certain amount of fear there. Like I see people on X who have been longtime XRP supporters and holders and what have you, start showing doubt, start questioning. Live in front of everybody, like, oh my God, what's going on with the price? I mean, something should have happened, and there's just all this doubt, this confusion, this panic, and they have people that listen to them. Some of these people have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers, and it creates panic. And so I think there's going to be a lot of missed opportunity. But what it does, it creates that type of that anxiety, right? Where as soon as people see $5, they're out, or they're going to sell a lot. As soon as people see $10, a lot of people. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the majority of people will be around after $25. Now, I think some people will get it, because I think that when it hits certain prices, like, if we just went off of what the prices at, like, remember, we have 30 days for an ETF. If the ETF shocked XRP to, like, where's it at right now? Let's say $10, we pass Ethereum. Like Ethereum doesn't have a ETF that's coming out. They already got it. Bitcoin's already got it. So there's so many different things that are in place, and I've been saying this for a while, in place for XRP, like 8 to 10 different things that could happen. A bunch of NDAs, things with MICA and with ISO 20022 and BI, all these different variables, all these different things that could happen, right? ETFs, what have you. When XRP gets to those numbers and it jumps, right? It catapults beyond past Ethereum. I think that's going to shock. That's going to send just a massive amount of FOMO, and that's going to be, one of the things we talked about is not only that's going to be really revealing, because at that point when those ETFs hit, I don't think BlackRock's going to be sitting back going, he's not. This is not going to be the case no more. Where's that? We're not going to be in this position right here. This right here is going to be over with. This part.
How about an XRP ETF? I know you got Ether out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't.
And it's the way he said it. But I don't think that's going to be the case no more, because at that point, BlackRock's not going to miss any of that money. They're not going to keep that from. So not only will we see this come out, come into fruition as far as, when the ETFs come out. But think about this. What's one of the things that Ripple wants to have happen? I just think this is a chess game that's being played a certain way, because we also know that Ripple wants to go public, right? They want to go public. And there's some things that happen with Link to whatever the case may be. But remember, when you go public, everything comes out. Your financials, your partners, everything comes out. And so I just believe that that's going to be that flip of the switch moment, and that shock factor when Ripple, or should I say XRP, surpasses Ethereum. And it's gonna be a time where, man, look, some people are gonna see 100,000, 200,000, $1 million, 2 million, whatever it is, and it's gonna be like, and for those of us who've been around and saw, millions, and then boom, retrace. I mean, and I've seen CKJ talk about it. I've seen other people talk about, like, man, at one point I had, $200,000, and for some people that $200,000 retraced right all the way down to $20,000. I had assets single assets that were up like 800 something thousand, then went right back down to like 30,000. I'm just telling you guys. So, I really believe, not to laugh about it, but I really believe, I don't know, my nose is running all of a sudden. I really do believe that a lot of people are going to be jumping out, when we hit certain price levels, and institutions at that point, especially when it's revealed, they're going to be gobbling up everything they can. One of the things that me and Mike were talking about, I'm going to read some more of this about he says October up 29% consistently, and I believe November is 23%, and I believe December is 19%, not including compounding interest. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not able to read all the comments because I'm trying to stay on track. I'm gonna forget where I'm trying to go. But one of the things that we were talking about, Mike and I was talking about this with other people, is, a lot of people are going to jump out. I don't think the vast majority will be around. They're going to probably get rid of a lot of their positions. And again, you should have a take profit situation. And I say the majority because I think people are just frustrated. People are tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it's great to say, I'm hodling. And I've heard people, man, that are struggling financially. I'm getting phone calls from people that are struggling. So I'm going to hold to 1,000. I don't think that's the case. I don't know if people are going to be able to hold to 100, to be honest with you. And God bless those of us who can and who will. But I think that's just the point. They don't care. And I think that once these ETFs come out, and once the BlackRocks are in full effect, and once Ripple goes live as far as the IPO and all these different things, I just believe at that point, and we're going to have some pullbacks. We're going to have some retracements. I think that's going to frustrate people even more. But I really do believe, that people, the first opportunity they get to see some real money, they're going to be out. And so we'll see how that plays out. and they don't care. They don't care about you guys, and I think that's going to be the thing for the amount of people that are actually in it. They're looking forward to a percentage of those people now, and I do also believe, me and Mike were talking about, and I've had this conversation with Jake and Mikkel and others, Zach and other people, that there's going to be, everybody's talking about the supply shock. Right, everyone's talking about the supply shock. Everyone's talking about, one of the consistent things I've heard is at some point when it's out there that they're trying to get, or they have gotten as much XRP, because we see these transactions for 70 million XRP and all this, and it's like, who the hell's buying that? It's all OTC. It's all I think there's going to be there's going to be a big shock factor when that private ledger and that public ledger. We've seen Joe Katz talk about how at some point they'll be matching as far as those dollar amounts. XRP can't be cheap, and there may be a time we look up and we can't buy it the way we're able to buy it now. There may be a time that we look and we can't go to Coinbase, and we see people talking about, oh, Coinbase only has this much and crypto.com, whatever. So I just think there's a time where they may even buy back, or I mean, there's just a lot of different variables. But I think you just got to be smart and put yourself in the best position possible. Zach says. Now, I want to get into that. I don't want to get too far, but I'm probably going to wind up going over because I'm babbling here. There's billions and billions of XRP supply to be deployed in on-chain and off-chain markets over the next months. CeFi and DeFi about to lock up 5 to 10% of the total XRP supply and various yield opportunities over the next year. This doesn't include DATs either. Lock in. So I put, what he said, lock in and do your own research. XRP yield is here, but be careful with your crypto. Know the risk and the versus the opportunity. So you got to know the risk versus the opportunity. There's a lot of things out there. Like I said, I've been having conversations, really digging deep, which I got an interview with Jake Claver this Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm going to be asking some tough questions, and I know he'll have all the right answers. I've been digging into what they're doing over at DWP. I've been digging into what they're, because they don't offer the same thing at Caleb Brown. It's more like a institutional custody level type custody as far as for your assets. There's these different concerns that I hear from people in the community, people in my community, and friends that I have in the crypto community that are saying, well, what about this and what about this and what about that? So we're going to be asking some of those questions, and this is exactly why I haven't moved my assets anywhere as of yet. Right here, this is in regards to Alton Tudor, if that's how you said, Tutar. There is clear demand for XRP yield, big time, and that's what look, guys. I'm excited about XRP yield, but there's also things that I've heard DAI and many other people say about just being careful, and we work too hard to get here to just be in a position where we have another link to type situation with our digital assets, or somebody does something that they thought they could do, but it's not under regulatory. The legal regulatory framework that we want and need here in the United States, and they're in a different country, or they're in, Singapore or here, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, and all of a sudden, because some of these things, they're like, well, you can get it in the U.S. if you use a VPN. Well, first of all, you're not doing anything. That's not even legal, right? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be, oh, what are you trying to act like? I'm just saying, like, what happens when it's time to go out there and file some kind of this or try to claim the thing, and all of a sudden there's an international link to situation, right? Or something where, oh, well, we didn't know we couldn't do that in the U.S., and now your XRP and your assets are frozen, or whatever, like a whole nother Mount Gox type weird situation. So anyways, it says there is clear demand for XRP yield just over the last week. More markets filled a $9.3 million cap within a few minutes. Axlar and Midas RWA are about to fill their cap at 6.5 million XRP within a couple of days. Doppler Finance hits 80 million TVL. Flare Networks has given clear signs that they will be launching FXRP very soon. There is billions and billions of XRP supply to be deployed on chain, and just the same thing Zach was saying. So, I mean, I do agree with all this. Now, I will go into this thing that I saw here. I'm going to come back to this in a minute. But it's something I saw here with Vet. And Vet is VET, is right here. He is one of the validators, XRP ledger validators, right? And he comes out and he says, let me be very, and he put very big, real big, very clear. Any of the yield-bearing tokens, yield offerings, no matter if on Flare, EVM sidechains, Midas, Securitize, or whoever comes next for XRP has risks. Has risks. And this is the conversation that I've had. People were like, look, I don't want no risk. I've worked too goddamn hard. You've worked too damn hard. Yeah, don't get greedy. World Be Free said it right. Don't get greedy. We've worked. Think about what you've been through. Think about the shit that you've gone. I'm gonna say it. I don't give a damn if I get. Think about the shit that you've gone through to get here. The crap you've gone through in your life. That's what I'm trying to get to. Maybe I'm babbling, but this is really what I'm trying to say. Authentically, 100% say the shit you've gone through in your life to get here, to do the things today that other people won't do, in order to put yourself in a position to have the things that other people won't have. Your belief, the things that you have to endure, the sacrifices that you've made. Right? I mean, I don't know everybody's story, but damn it, y'all my family. I don't want to see nobody get wrecked. And so all I'm telling you, it's better. It's kind of like, the 10 and 2 on the steering wheel, checking you. It's better to drive slow and be cautious than to drive careless and something happen. And right now, guys, you're the author of your own story. You're the driver in your own vehicle in this whole situation that we're in with crypto. This isn't a casino game. And trust me, I go to casinos. I know this is not a slot machine. This is not something you're betting on. This is not a lottery ticket. If you want to do those things, go do it. This is something that you're doing today that if you get it right, they'll be talking about your ass for generations to come in your family. Facts. You'll be the Rockefeller of your family. Or they'll be talking about you as the biggest idiot because they had it all and they put it in on this, or they got screwed in on that. And I'm not saying and I get it. I put things out where it says no risk, no rewards. I get it. But there's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance when you don't know. Right now, it's just a lot of things that we don't know. Yield is so new. It's like DEI said, there's not enough things in place to make sure we're protected. That's the word I'm trying to, we have to make sure I would rather have, like what banks used to get, 5% and a guarantee than 8 to 10%. And you're telling me I don't want no damn risk. What risk? I went through risk, get my ass up every day. I went through risk learning how to take crypto from that exchange in my wallet. I went through risk investing my money. It's like Jim Rohn says, I know what risk is. It's risk going to bed thinking I'm going to wake up every day, but I'm sure as hell, after putting myself in position, not going to put myself at risk or better yet, put you in a position to do something uncanny or unethical with my assets. And we've seen it. How many people thought they were making the right decision based off of companies like Link2 being on the stage at XRP Las Vegas going, I had people trying to convince me, like emphatically convince me, you got to get this. Now, it wasn't the concept of owning Ripple shares. It was the way they were saying it. Me coming from business, I was like, that don't even make no damn sense. It just seemed like somebody's cutting corners. And here's the thing that they always say. 1% doubt, 99% belief, and 1% doubt, you're out. Or 99% belief, it looks good, and 1% something ain't right, can ruin everything. And I'm not telling you to be scared. I'm just saying when you have people in this community that are saying things like this, let me be clear. Any of the yield-bearing tokens at this current point in time, yielding offerings no matter if on Flare, EVM sidechains, Midas, Securitize, or whoever comes next for XRP has risk. Every ounce of yield is paid by some amount of risk. And yes, some of the projects will rug and go belly up. Now, I'm not saying he knows everything. I'm just saying it's happened. I've been in crypto since 17. Dude, I used to own assets in the top 20, 30 that are no longer here. Facts. Assets that everybody was talking about. Gone. It's like I used to tell my kids, man, and you're not my kids, you're my family. I used to tell my kids, I'd rather get on your ass. I'd rather tell you this and that. I'd rather be hard. I'd rather be that sergeant dad, and my wife, we kind of like good cop, bad cop, and everything. But we got kids that are nurses, doctors, married into millions, position themselves well, whatever it is. Our kids went all at a high level. Why? I'd rather get on your ass and you not like me than the world go out there and tear your ass apart. That's why. I'm talking to you as a family member. Be careful. I'm excited. I can't wait for yield. Oh my God, I dream about it. I think the other day I woke up and I had drool coming off my mouth like, oh, good Lord, I was drinking. Good Lord, y'all stop it. Y'all pray me. It's a damn coffee. The point I'm trying to make, come on now. Y'all stay with me, family. I don't want none of my family to have that type of story. I want you to earn all the money in the world. But a lot of these people who are out there, these influencers, I'm earning yield. Use my link. I'm earning yield. Use my link. I'm just being honest, guys. You know, for everybody that's out there, and I told you guys, man, and I'm not trying to act like I'm holier than thou. I just don't. Yeah. There's a lot of people who recognize there's an opportunity. And there's a lot of people that want to win and make money off your money. And, you know, like if I could just get a little bit off everybody else, and that's okay. That's what makes the world go round. I get it. But at the end of the day, I've had these conversations with people. I want a guarantee. I need a guarantee. Well, there's some risk. No, sorry. No. I didn't work this hard to become a millionaire in this space to sit there and let you F me out of it, because, boy, where I come from, I'm Brooklyn. And it's like like some of the stuff I tell my wife. Sometimes it's okay to say no, or sometimes it's okay to pull back, because I know me. You don't know me like that. Where I'm from, you get me for 10,000, it's gonna be R.I.P. Hey guys, like, I'm talking Brooklyn. We don't. Oh my God, what you do? You beat me out of a few million. Oh, I'm gonna get a lawyer. Oh, you gonna see Jesus? I'm just being honest with you. So because I know how I am, I'd rather be cautious than to put myself in a position that you do something to affect my life and I do something to affect yours. Facts. Facts on facts on facts. We work too hard to get here, guys. We work too hard to get here. And I'm not trying to, no, I'm just being who I am. I'm being who I am. We're all who we are. We work too hard, and a lot of times what we see, and I'll put it out here, is we see vultures. Woo, vultures. What happens when they see you, when there's a little doubt, a little hurt, a little something, huh? I'm just saying, be patient. You come this far. We're at the cusp of something being, like, there's a moment that's coming. I believe that, you know, there's a moment that's coming where people may not see the value of what you have, and all of a sudden, $100 XRP, they talking to your ass like you Trump. They're talking to you like you Elon. I'm not saying you're gonna have that. I'm just saying you're gonna be it's gonna be a different conversation, right? And a lot of times, people, what happens, they thrive on your hopium, your wish, your this, your dreams, your that, your this, and the fact that they realize that people are impatient. People want to, you know. So just guys, look, man, be careful. And I'm not talking down on anyone, because I'm excited about yields. I don't know if there's a bigger yield fan in all of crypto than me. Somebody show me something. Show me something. But the problem is, a lot of these people that are actually involved in these, they're risking small amount. Oh, well, I'm going to put in, 1,000 XRP, or, 500, just be careful. You don't want to be the story. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let me get back to where I'm at, because, went off on a tangent. But that's how I'm about family, man. You can ask anybody that knows me. Ask Mike O. Mike O's in here. Mike O, you here? Tell him how I am as far as a friend, Mike O. Have I not gone up and put some people in their place for you, Michael? Come on now. My friends know me. I don't 6'8" don't play. I might get on here and have all this fun, but please don't get it twisted. All right. True. And yes, they are pushing it down. And so John Squire comes out and says, push XRP down all you want. The rebound will be legendary. And this is kind of, it reminds me of what Brad Garlinghouse says. He says, what they've been doing to XRP up until this point is like holding a basketball underwater. Very similar to what John is saying. So many opportunities will be coming for those holding XRP to earn yield. Just be careful. Because here's the thing. I don't give a damn about being first. It's like saying, I got the first Honda I ever made. Was that a good car? Oh, they dope now. Man, Hondas are dope now. But the first one? Right? I don't want to be the one going through the pain. Right? I'd rather wait for something that's like, hey, yield by bada boom, bada bing. Yield by Ripple partner, or something like that, right? Or people who are there's some people out there, and I don't want to be biased right now, but there's some people who are doing some phenomenal things to be the first movers, and to be the type of people that are really going to set the tone for how things are being done here in the United States. And shouts out and much love. Now, once I because here's the reason I don't want to say people's names, because once I get I'm not going to go out there and praise and say things until my ass has put myself in that position. I'm that kind of dude. I'm not going to tell you to do something until I've done it. I've had people reach out to me. Some of y'all in the chat right now, yo, Jay, what about this? Yo, Jay, what about that person? What about this company? What about what he's saying? What about what they're saying? And what have I told each and every one of you guys here, including Michael? What did I say? Let me look into it first. Let me. Michael, you know what I'm talking. Michael knows what I'm talking. I'm a protective ass friend. That's a fact. Oh God, Mike can tell you some stories. Okay, here we go. So many opportunities will be coming. So right here, Paul Barron says just in F assets now live on Flare mainnet. XRP holders can mint XRP, FXRP and start putting their coins to work on Flare DeFi. Mint today. So again, I'm not saying this ain't, here's a story I will tell you. Here's something I will tell you. Okay. I had a conversation with someone who was telling me about opportunity to yield. Right. And I had this conversation with several people. And I went through and I'm, oh yeah, how about this? And oh yeah, this is not it. And I'm talking with a strategy. I'm talking with a certain initiative, in mind. And when we got to where they were really talking about, the benefits of this and that, it was a simple question. Are you doing it? It was just a simple ass question. I let them tell me, well, all this, oh my God, you get it. And I was like, oh really? So if I sent over a couple mil right now, if I did, really? And then it got to the point of me saying, after all, you could just tell their energy was up, because this is what I'm a master of speaking to people. This is what I used to do on stage and around the world. You guys see my intro, me on stage in suit and ties. I was really good. They call me one of the best at connecting and connecting to people, right? And Michael and some of you guys who have been around me know what I'm talking about. And I got to the point where I said, are you in it? Have you put your money in it? Oh, well, and that's, okay. And the answer on every facet of those people I've talked to was no, I haven't. And I'm not going to tell you the reason. I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm just saying, be careful, because you'll have them ask 1,000 people to click their link and get credit, but they ain't even put their own damn money in yet. What? Come on now, stop it. Let's move on. All right. Slowly, then all at once. Crypto Erie says, anyone who wondered if there was demand to put an idle XRP to work, it's safe to say there is. All boats rise, liquidity, i.e. Doppler. So, again, they're promoting a lot of stuff, and it may not be anything, but as I've dug into certain companies, some of these companies aren't even following the rules and regulations that aren't really even in place here in the United States. They're in other countries, and I'm just saying, be careful, man. If there's any way that you can lose, you got to be. I don't care what they've done and yield or whatever. All it takes is one summons, one call from the SEC or some other 3-letter agency about what they are or not doing right, and yeah, be careful. And I'm not trying to put doubt and fear. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's not my objective. I'm just saying, be careful, because I want yield. And I'm looking emphatically. I'm talking to the who's who. Right? And I don't even want to talk to you put me on the phone with them because I'm him. And I got this. And I can prove it. And you don't play around with that money. And I've been having these conversations, and that's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Just be careful. I'm ready. Trust me, I'm ready. But you got to be careful. Okay, it says, it's crazy how some people don't need any proof to believe a lie, but demand endless proof to accept the truth. Shouts out to, that's funny. Was it? How you say it? Unconfined? Slowly, then all at once. This is Zach Rector. Interesting what he was saying here. Let's check it out.
The XRP supply shock scenario is starting to play out in real time. This is not clickbait. This is just hard data. And I'm going to speculate that we're going to see billions of XRP being locked up in these DeFi and CeFi yield opportunities. Check it out, folks. This is Alton Tutar for More Market.
I literally just read this to you guys here.
It's one of the yield providers for XRP. They just filled a $9.3 million cap within a few minutes. Axelar went live with Midas. They filled their cap at 6.5 million XRP within a couple days. already one of the top pools on the XRP ledger. Doppler Finance, 80 million TVL. That's a lot of XRP getting locked up. And then Flare F Assets just went live this morning. We've already seen over 2 million, approaching 3 million XRP minted over there. Slowly, then all of a sudden, you're about to see billions of XRP supply deployed in on-chain and off-chain markets over the next months. Full update's going to drop on my YouTube today.
And that is bullish. So this to me is exciting. This is not oh God, Jay, no, this is exciting times, right? Because it has to start somewhere, right? This is because these offerings and things that they're out there advertising. Number one, it brings a lot of liquidity into as far as the XRP, as far as having this XRP being working and being locked up and all these different things. So that's exciting, and a lot of people are going to want to take advantage of these things. But for me, it just shows that there's things being put in place so that one day we have this solid, a risk-free yield and some of it, because you have to start somewhere. And I think a lot of these things, right, a lot of these companies, a lot of these opportunities, they see there's an opportunity and they're jumping in and they're jumping on board. But again, I've had conversations with people who are a part of certain things and they haven't done it yet. That's the thing. I've had conversations with people who are involved in certain scenarios, and I'm like, well, have you put your money in? No. And then I ask why, and that's enough for me. That, and these are coming from multi-millionaires, big time investors, and they're moving cautiously. Just saying, be careful. I agree 1,000%. It's called self-care. Knowing when to leave is so important. The job, the party, the relationship. That's a fact. Right here it says, for over a decade, XRP has powered fast and efficient settlement at scale. FXRP on Flare extends that strength with composability, opening new growth opportunities. XRP has collateral, liquidity, and yield DeFi. I'm excited about all that. I'm excited about all of it. To be able to borrow against your XRP, to earn yield against your XRP. I'm so freaking excited. I do believe that it's going to be some extraordinary things out there in the next 6 to 12 months. I've heard people say it, like people who are really big in this, as like, man, it's going to be some big things happening in the next 6 to 12 months. And I'm moving cautiously, and I'm moving cautiously to try to make sure I do what's in the best interest of myself before I can even go out. Because once I do it and I've done my research and I see that it's good, then I'll be able to go out there and talk about it and be excited about it. Okay, so how much time? Oh, we're already over an hour. Hidden Road has plans for XRP, XRPL. Smoke shares this. It says, yes, Hidden Road plans to migrate its post-trade clearing on XRPL. This will supercharge XRP's utility. That's the thing that excites me about what Zach just said. What Flare's doing, what Doppler and all these guys, is that it's exciting times. We weren't here 10 months ago. That's what I'm saying. This bull run that's coming up, and I know we haven't had. I mean, dude, we've had a small percentage of coins that's seen some upside. Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, and a few. You've seen like Astar or whatever it's called. These other. There's been some assets, but a bull run, no. There's no way that 90% of crypto just got left out of it. No, there's no way. No. So I just believe that right now there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things in place, and they're exciting things. For the first time, we've never had this type of bullish momentum and just overall bullishness in regards to crypto and how it's been implemented, embraced, and utilized ever leading up into a bull run. So and then you got tariffs and all these things that just kind of made it, but it's happening. It's going to happen. And I can't guarantee this. Nothing I'm talking about should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But for me personally, I believe the biggest moment that we've ever seen in crypto is upon us. And I don't think it's 5 years. Because trust me, 2030 is in 4 years and some months. And I've been in it all this time since I can wait. But I think in the short term, in the next, 30 days, 60 days, this year, we can see some really bullish things. And I think when those things happen, it gives us a clear, because we're still saying, when an ETF's I think when we have certain things that play out, it's going to give us a clear road. And at that point, it's going to trigger a lot of exposure to people who are sitting there not answering questions now. And
you don't want me to.
How about an XRP ETF? I know you got Ether out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't.
And I can't. Yeah, whatever. See, a lot of this stuff won't even be here between now and the end of the year. And so what it does is it opens up, okay, well, now we got this. And BlackRock's in place. And it just gives, Ripple's talking about this date of going IPO. So I just think there's a lot of things that's getting ready to happen. And that's when it'll be like, oh, shoot, we just passed Ethereum. Oh, shoot, massive FOMO. And I think that's where people, and again, I'm not saying I'm not going to take a little profit. I mean, you got to have a profit-taking strategy, but everyone has their own thing. All right. Shouts out to my beautiful Queen Jeanette's in the house. Who else we got in here? Crypto Clay knows they got to pay 18% APR. Yeah. Yeah. What did Crypto Clay say? Let me see what Crypto Clay said up here. My bank will beg me for my XRP about to be yield. Yeah, no, I agree. Yield wars like a son of a. See, Crypto Clay, that's bars, because I think that's that part. People's XRP is gonna be so valuable. God, do you realize? Here's what's so funny. ETFs drop, Ripple goes public, Clarity Act hits, XRP becomes the number 2 asset. We get over 3 digits. And it's taken off of exchanges where the average person can't get it. Do you understand what you hold? Do you understand the thing? And this is not. I don't think this is going to be like tomorrow, but it's coming. And what we're seeing right now, that's I guess what I'm trying to say. And I hope people get what I'm trying to say. All the stuff we're seeing with Doppler and Flare and all that. This is like a taste. Like huh? When you go like this to the coffee, like. Good Lord, it's the damn caffeine. But the point I'm trying to, y'all pray for me. The point I'm trying to make is what we're getting is a taste of what's to come. When all those different variables, like Crypto Clay saying, they're going to be begging your ass for your XRP. They're going to be giving you outstanding yield. I do believe that. Because when you're talking about the world, 14% of Swift, and they gobble up all the damn XRP, your XRP is going to be priceless, in my opinion. Just my opinion, not financial advice. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. What the hell do I know? Listen to Crypto Clay. The way I see it, the bank have lost $4 trillion in the last 14 years due to crypto, and they are going to want it back. Come on, baby. You'll be able to live off that damn yield. What? What happens when you have, I could go low numbers. I can go a low number. Let's just do a low number. Let's do a milli. Right? And your bank is giving you 5%. Right? So there's people out there right now with jobs that are paying $50,000 a year. What happens when you get to 2 mil, 3, 4 mil, 5 mil, and you're earning $250,000 a year? Just yield. Because they need, and that's at 5%. I think it's gonna be a yield war. In the beginning, they'll be like, oh, we'll give you, 3 to 5, 3 to 4. Okay, all right, cool. Because here's the way I look at it. You don't want to give me what I want? Go make money on somebody else's damn assets. It's okay, right? I'm not trying to say I'm gonna be a hard, but at the end of the day, I know, because your ass is gonna make money. You rather make something, you may rather make nothing. And it's gonna be some bidding wars out there. People, oh yeah, let's move on. Huh? How'd I get over here? Let's move on. I'm already over my damn hour. Y'all forgive me. Okay, so Hidden Road plans to migrate. Okay, this will supercharge XRP's utility. It says for Ripple, this is a bold move to expand from being primarily a cross-border payment and crypto liquidity provider into a full-scale institutional financial player. It says to hedge funds and financial institutions. This could supercharge Ripple's utility. Good Lord, who came out with this documentation? In fact, Hidden Road plans to migrate its post-trade clearing onto XRPL, showcasing the blockchain's ability to handle high volume institutional flows. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna move on. You guys interested in that? Smoke puts a lot of information out, a lot of documentation. Okay, institutional momentum is accelerating around Ripple and XRP. That's a fact. I fully agree with this. Jake, this guy named Jake, is not Jake Claver, it's at Jake Gagian or something like that. He says, I have a feeling crypto pumps in October, not because we always pump in October, but because the real bull run hasn't started yet. I do believe what he's saying here. 2025 has been great so far, but let's be honest. BTC, BNB, XRP, he basically said what I just said, and a couple of alts hit all-time highs. Wow, literally, I didn't even read this. What about the other 85% of projects? And I think what it is that I read through this. I did read through this. I had to. What about the other 85% of projects? Now I'm not going to say all crypto is going to pump. I think it'll move to a certain degree, but I just think people are going to be migrating more towards utility. What about meme coins? They'll have their time. Because there'll always be somebody new coming in talking about, what about Brut Stickum coin, Skunk G-String coin? When real retail investors enter the markets, what about that? None of these have happened yet. Pumptober is coming, and I think we see the most hated rally in crypto history. Damn, hated? Probably hated by those that didn't understand or didn't get it. Trillions of dollars will flood into the markets, all-time highs across the board. I'm holding and think we see better days ahead. Cheers to a strong October. Yeah. So, yeah. It's all-time highs across the board. Maybe. I agree with most of it. Ripple has the blueprint. I do agree with that. It says you will hate 2 years. Will you wait 2 years or work for 40? Damn. Will you wait for 2 more years? I say, will you wait for 4 years or work for 40? Because 4 years and 4 years and some months is 2030, and I don't even think you got to wait that long. But I'm just saying, man, shoot, I'm willing to wait. Oh gosh, sheesh, who knows? Gold is pumping, Bitcoin is pumping. Trump says, oh, I'm not gonna get into that whole Tylenol thing. Good Lord. Shouts out to the Chicago Coin family. I said, grateful for our friends World Be Free and Simon over at VTHO for showing their support for the Chicago Coin family, guys. Obviously, you guys seen some of the things that we talked about with the movie that we got coming up. We've been in the movie game for a while now. You guys can see our team. We have our star cast, for us, by us, a token that is for our community, by our community. Really, really excited about it. If you guys want more information, go over to at Chicago Coin, and you guys can see all the different places you guys can find us. Is right here. And if you guys want to go to our X, you'll see that we've posted updates for the movie and things that are happening right now. The second part of the movie is being filmed at being Regal Theaters by director Ryan Lamar from the Bernie Mac Show, The Voice, or whatever he worked on, plus 6 other movies, including one of the ones that I invested in, which was Canal Street, or that I worked with him on. So Dom Benjamin, the father who was just in the movie Him, that's still in theaters right now. He played the dad, and we got an all-star lineup of celebrities, guys. We showed you guys right here. A lot of big things happening. Shouts out. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and notification. Appreciate it. All right, let's move on. All right, where we at here? I think we're almost done. Black Swan Capitalist, shouts out to Versan. He says, because XRP is designed as a bridge asset for institutions, its trajectory won't always mirror Bitcoin's. Over time, it will decouple. I do believe this is the case. I do believe that once institutional adoption happens, once these different variables play out, the NDAs and everything else, I do believe at some point XRP does not move the way the store value does, because at some point it will be recognized and embraced for what it was created for. Therefore, and I think there's going to be different assets to do the same thing, not just XRP, where the utility is going to be so great, and these institutions aren't like us. They're not going to worry about the Fibonacci retracement. They're not worried about emotions. They're not trying to, buy the dip and sell. I'm not saying all of them are not going to do that, but at the end of the day, they're utilizing this technology and the utilities, certain assets like XRP, XLM, HBAR, and others, to implement into a better way of doing things. And so, as they're buying these assets and they're going up in value, and we've heard Joe Katz and AKA David Schwartz talk about. It can't be cheap, 10,000 plus and all the different things. You've seen, Jimmy Valley, VTHO, capital valuation, all those things. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to our Crypto for Life YouTube page, where we've had extensive interviews with Jimmy Valley, Molly Elmore, the VTHO Capital Group, some of the biggest names in all of crypto, guys. Make sure you guys do that for me. I appreciate you in a major way. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and enjoy all the incredible information that we've come up with, the content over the last, little bit now. All right, here we go. XRP will carve its own path, driven by adoption, regulation, and integration into global finance. I do agree with what Versan is saying there. Be so aligned that nothing can shake you. By the way, guys, shouts out to Status for the guy who came out with the XRP community poster. I shared with you guys how you guys can get that. We have a link. I sent that to you guys for those of you guys want to do it. It says, shout out to our partners and friends for supporting the XRP community poster. It has 68G on there. You guys can see. So shouts out for him putting us on there, our star partners, and he has we're actually on the poster, so Crypto for Life YouTube channel and all that good stuff. So shouts out to Status for that. In my opinion, it's where it's where they want it to be. So what I'm talking about, it says there no, and this is again some of the people in the community kind of questioning. There's no reason at all that XRP should be below $3. The price is way too cheap right now. I get it. But in my opinion, XRP is exactly where they want it to be. Exactly where they want it to be. Shouts out to DAI with this. It says XRP supply shock inevitable. I do believe what he's saying and what a lot of people like Jake Claver, and you just heard Zach Rector say the same thing. The liquidity shock is going to be incredible. To all you guys that are here that don't mind us going over 19 minutes over the hour, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. You guys deserve it. It's coming. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army. Guess what? This is for you. Woo!
You better off when you selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch. Hit the Vegas crypto meetup. Hello, nice to meet you. Shout with DAI like.
Were you guys at the Vegas crypto meetup? Huh? We had the XRP Las Vegas meetup 2025. This year it was sold out. We gave awards, we gave gifts, we did giveaways. It was absolutely insane. XRP Las Vegas meetup 2026 is going to be even bigger, even better. We'll be announcing it when it comes, huh? Vegas crypto meetup.
Like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. The fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, now I'm choosing. Which one? Bang it up. This one, bang it up.
Oh man, I don't know about playing blockchain monkey right now. Y'all might just get too bullish. Let's see here. Now, guys, I have to get some love here. It says, wait a minute. You're responsible for how your crypto. Yeah, I got to say this. You're responsible for how your crypto story plays out, not those who you follow. Not those who you follow and listen to. So, guys, just be very careful. Shouts out to this gentleman here. I said salute and major respect. This is kind of cool, man. This guy took the wrong turn. I love seeing stuff like this. And this guy slowed up and let him take the first place, which he already had before he actually went the wrong way. Check this. That's pretty cool, man. I love this stuff. God dang it. How come they had to show this with the damn... hold on, guys. I have to take the music out of this. This sucks. All right, let's try it again. So this guy went the wrong way, and then the guy in second place went around, and he was so damn cool, he waited for the guy right before crossing the finish line and said, go ahead, man. You were in front. You just took the wrong turn. That was so dope. Right at the finish line. Shook his hand. That, man, that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. Dude got first place. And I kept walking up to the dude and said, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for being a good dude. That's so awesome. Man, just kindness is a beautiful thing. I love it. If you're not where I'm trying to get to in life, you can miss me with your life-changing advice or opinions. That's a fact, guys. How many people that you know say, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this, and you need to, like, look, you ain't even where I'm trying to go or where I'm trying to stop it. Let's move on. Fear and greed index, as of yesterday, was in the dead zone, the bleed zone. And I said, don't worry about it. It's coming back, and it did. That's funny. Let's see how this plays out. Breaking crypto is about to pump so hard that bears will be violated and never post a TA again. That's funny. Bears will be violated. That's funny. I'm sorry. It is. CoinMarketCap says Ripple dollar peg stablecoin RLUSD has been integrated into BlackRock's backed securitized tokenization platform, allowing holders of BlackRock's BUIDL BUIDL and Vanex VBIL funds to off-ramp into RLUSD. Big things are happening. I think we're gone. I think we're out of here. YouTube admits that Biden pressured them to censor American. That's probably when my damn channel got shut down 3 times. Office terminated channels opportunity to rejoin the platform. So channels that got terminated can come back. Don't let fear shape your future. Have the courage to take risk and chase your dreams. And that's it. We're not talking about having fear. We're talking about being smart, being careful, being responsible. You've worked too damn hard to get here. Don't let anyone take it away. Don't give a damn how many times they do this, that, and pump and doesn't. Yeah, this is your moment. All right, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. Before we do, I'm gonna give you guys a treat. We're gonna listen to Blockchain Monkeys, and then we're up out of here. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army. Guess what? This is for you.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags so them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us.
What?
Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd like
And this is why I want you to be careful, because they will do everything they can to make sure that you don't get rich but die trying. Hell no, we come too far.
They don't want you to get rich but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying. And I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no chill. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. This one, bag it up. Here comes the monkey. This one.
Guys, I appreciate you guys that made your way. We got Nina Blossom in the house, Lizard King, Big Bro 10, Crypto Clay, KG in the house. Good to see you. Anthony XRP Bitcoins, Crypto Clay. Good to see you, my man. We got Protein 40 up in here. Appreciate you, sis. Big Bro 10 in the house. Who else we got up in here? Nina Blossom. I see you. DCA Crypto Dave up in here. Jose, what's up, Jose? Good to see you, Jose. Who up? Beekeeper 69. Good to see you, my friend. Who else we got up in here? Shouts out to all those that are listening that may not be saying anything. Shouts out to you as well. We got World Be Free, guys. Make sure you guys go check out Melissa and Jose. I'm sorry, Melissa and Simon VTHO tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And shouts out and much love to Abs with Good Morning Crypto, Good Evening Crypto. Him and Johnny Crypto, Mario, all those guys. Gonzo, Coach JV, but Abs has showed his love over the years that we've been doing this. Has been on point, and he on different segments he said, Crypto for Life is one of my favorite shows to watch. Period. And then I showed you guys where he gave us a lot of love on this show yesterday. It was absolutely incredible. So thank you, my brother. Appreciate you in a major way. Marlon Goodman's in the house. Good to see you. My little sister just asked me what crypto to invest in. I finally invest in and I'm so grateful that she's getting in. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love that, Marlon. That's dope. Yeah, don't be a test pilot for a prototype aircraft. I love it. Damn it, I should have been reading more of these messages. Yeah, we're talking 3-digit XRP, but definitely not happening this year. Yeah. No, I think we'll get. I'm not gonna say we're good. I just think the potential is there for some cool prices. How about that? Shouts out to anybody I miss. My beautiful Queen Jeanette, my baby, my best friend, my everything. Love her to death. Love her to life. Love her to life. God is good. I knew that. Well, I already knew that, but it was even more so when I met my beautiful queen. Facts. All right, let's see. Mike O's in the house, my best boy, if y'all don't know, for 30 years. Tiffany Serrano's in the house. Shouts out to Tiffany and Gabe. Me familiar. Huh? You damn straight. We got Mike Mann's in the house. Good to see you, Mike. What's up, Mike? Appreciate you, Tiff. Tiff in the house, one of our biggest supporters. Thank you, sis. C-Kaz in the house. What's up, C-Kaz? TR and Zara. Amen. Shouts out to TR. That's my dog right there. Smart dude. Smart dude. Much love to TR. That's my dude right there. Known TR for years as well. Years on years on years. Man, a lot of my friends be up in here. Up in here. Carmichael, what's up, brother? Good to see you. One of the realest ones in the game. Appreciate you. Like Protein 40. Beekeeper 69. All you guys. Real ones. Real recognize the real. Disco R1. Good to see you, my friend. Anybody else? Did I get everybody? Crypto Clay was dropping bars in the chat today. Dropping bars. What? Shouts out to Crypto Clay. Chicken 415, guys. I appreciate. I'm sure I missed some people in here, but appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. With that being said, it's your boy James, aka 68J. Chaka Battels in the house. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, Chaka. You guys enjoy your day. Until next time, peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.